3 sets of triplets, but 13 sets of triplets, and they all live in the town of Naperville, Illinois. Something in the water?
I think so.
Today we're going to find out what's going on in Naperville, and we'll visit one mom who has triplets twice over. She'll be here on the show.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh, man.
See.
Stay with us.
Rise and shine. It's a beautiful day in America. So call your neighbors and share a cup of coffee. It's time to watch the Mike and Maty Show. The Mike and Maty Show.
Please welcome Michael Berger and Maty Montfort.
Hey, everybody. How are you? Good morning. That's Mike.
There you go.
Thank you. Now, do you need some money or something that you pulled out my chair?
I'm just in one of those moods where I want to be helpful. Yeah. It's what?
Cordial?
Yeah.
No, gentleman-like?
Well, yeah.
You are. I mean, you're a gentleman, but you never pull out my chair.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we go to a restaurant and you will.
I would do it again. I'll do it later. I'll pull out the couch when you sit up. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Maty Montfort. There you go.
Thank you.
I don't mind doing that.
No, it feels good. I like
I love the sound of cheap applause in the morning.
that. No, we're all chipper and happy because
The weather. It's
you all
sunny.
heard how bad it was out here the past month. And finally, rays of sunshine have been coming through the past couple of days. It's been quite nice.
They said we have a camera upstairs and we can get a shot of our mountains. Is that true? Look at that. This is Southern California, folks.
Yeah.
And this is from our studio. We're shooting. You don't see 100 miles away in LA very often, so enjoy that.
No, you don't. It is wonderful. It's usually smoggy.
Yes. And
But it's wonderful.
And the nights are warm. Last night I went for a bike ride when I got home.
Did you? It's just, I get in such a great mood because this is the weather that I grew up with in Florida, of course. You know, sunshine and
balmy nights,
humidity, bad hair, all that, you know.
Big mosquitoes that'll steal your car. Yeah.
Yes.
Big mosquitoes that wear pants. And
Talking about, oh my God, did you get mosquito bites when we were in Puerto Rico?
a little.
I have 6 mosquito bites that will never ever go away now on my right thigh.
Big.
I'm telling, I mean, huge. I didn't even realize, and they're different from Cuban mosquitoes that they have. Puerto Rican mosquitoes and Cuban mosquitoes are very different.
How so?
they seem bigger. But no, you know, 2 days ago, the warmest spot in the country was right here in I think it was Monrovia, which is a suburb, is it, of Los Angeles?
It's near, not too far from LA.
Yeah.
But it's
So
been
we're
great weather.
excited.
Everybody's in,
Yes!
and you just find that everybody around you's in a little better mood, too.
Yeah, everybody is. Because you get up and you don't have to fight 2 hours of traffic to get in. Like Donna, our stylist, she would come in, and you joked about this the other day, but it would take her 2.5 hours to get here from work every day.
With the rain and such?
Yeah, and Mike goes, well, she lives across the street.
Yeah, well, she gets turned around easily, but we love her dearly.
Where is she? Donna, there she is.
So welcome and happy sunshine to everybody here. Shall we talk the MTV thing? Now, we didn't go.
We didn't get to go because we were probably out. I think we were at Nappy when this whole thing happened.
It's every year MTV holds their rock and jock softball game, which just sounds painful, Liddy, but you know, let those rockers do what they want.
Yeah.
And this year with the strike, that's about the only professional baseball game that was actually happening.
And the game, if you've never seen it, is played by jocks, like true jocks, rock and roll stars, and a lot of TV stars. And it's really the hippest thing going as far as professional sports go. And
we didn't get a chance to go, but we sent someone in our stead, a 4-legged gingham. If you've watched the show, you know what I'm talking about, representative. And here's what happened. Watch. Play ball!
America's favorite couch meets America's favorite pastime. The cheers of the crowd couldn't make our living room fixture more at home right here along the first baseline. The perfect place to catch the game and some famous fans.
It's a nice couch. It's got a nice pattern to it, like a nice Italian restaurant pattern. And Vinny has done a little something over here. The couch.
Very American, very comfortable. Maybe if it was in your house, I'd come and sleep on it.
Angel would like this couch. Angel is a couch dog. She's allowed on the couch, as obviously Vinny is too. Angel is Vinny's evil twin.
This couch is very, very, very comfortable. And you know, the only problem is I kind of feel like we should have a picnic because it looks like a picnic blanket.
You know, I've got about 3 or 4 of these in my house right now. Very bright, very hip, very California.
Can we get one? I like it. Do you think I could have it?
There's a chance that I can get this into our limo today. I will be taking it.
So what are you doing after the show?
Not very talkative now, is it?
I'm sticking around because I could hook you up with Benji, you know what I mean?
Vinny was just telling me earlier that this is her favorite sofa as well. It's very homey. It's homey, it's comfy, and I would love to win a sofa like this myself. Vinny says she'd rather not part with this particular sofa, so it's gonna have to be 5 other sofas.
Well,
You know, when we can't go, that's our representative.
that goes in the way.
That's good, because sometimes our schedules are really packed, so now we send the couch.
We send the couch.
Takes, you know, a whole...
The couch has been everywhere. It has become a source of fun controversy on our show, and we decided if you care enough about our couch and have an opinion, we'd do something about it. So we're giving away 5 couches exactly like that. They're being made as we speak, a couch a day for a week, right?
A couch a day for a week. I can't wait. So we are definitely giving away the couch, and what we need you to do is listen up to this next segment, because we're going to teach you how you can win one of those fabulous couches.
No cost to you. Watch.
How couch crazy are you? Send us a letter of 100 words or less.
Or a home video up to 1 minute in length on why you'd like to have your very own Mike and Maty couch.
Letters and videos will be judged on their originality and creativity.
3 winners will be selected from letter entries, and 2 winners will be selected from video entries.
Send your entries to Mike and Maty's Couch Crazy Contest. Box 40, 6201 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028.
Make sure you include your name, your phone number, and where you can be reached on February 10th between noon and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Only 1 entry per person, and you must be at least 18 years old.
Get that straight now. Don't go out of the line.
I'll try not to.
Send your entry today. All entries must arrive no later than February 5th.
Once again, here's the address. Mike and Maty's Couch Crazy Contest. Box 40, 6201 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028.
Now you know what to do. We better hear from you.
And we are hearing. It's starting to file in. It's 500 letters a day or something we're getting. It's a phenomenal amount. So
Yeah. People want it.
Love to give it to you.
They want it.
Me personally, I'd love to see that thing take a cab.
No, this one's staying. We're just giving 5 of them away. Listen, when we come back, we're going to visit a town in Illinois where 15 sets of triplets were born.
And on the show, a family who have 2 sets of triplets, they're going to be here. You're going to see 6 little 6-month-old babies here right after this. They're coming. Go away. We'll be right back. Let's go.
Dutton, you know him?
Rock, I like him. So we'll go over here. Wow, huh?
That's amazing.
Well, here they come, the triplets. Have the diapering, the burping, and the midnight feedings got you all worn out? Well, maybe he's not the right guy for you. No, we're talking about marriage here. If you feel overwhelmed by parenting at times, you may not be alone. We think we've got some inspiration for you. Watch this video.
Well, when it's feeding time in this household, Rhonda Julian probably has 3 times the work you do. Well, there'd be 3 times the diapering. And, of course, there would be 3 times the bathing. And 3 times the, well, I think you get the idea. So what are the chances of delivering triplets? About 1 in 10,000. What are the chances of having 2 sets of triplets? Ask Rhonda. That's right. She has 2 sets of triplets. And, as you can imagine, she has her hands full.
Because, all right, what do you guys want? Cookies? You guys try to stay behind each other so we only take up like a half of an aisle, okay? Watch the ankles.
But, as Rhonda will tell you, with a lot of help and plenty of organization, this household runs smoothly. Well, most of the time.
Please give a warm welcome to Rhonda and John Julian and their 2 sets of triplets. Now, hi.
Hi.
Oh,
nice to meet you.
They're not out here yet
Where are
because
the
we want to chat with you guys for a little bit first. First of all, this is unbelievable. What are the odds?
Oh, we can't hold on. They don't want to wait. All these pork.
They want them out?
Come on, sure. Oh, look at this.
Oh, this is great.
All right, have a seat there.
Hi. What are your names? This is? Jillian?
Nicole and Laura.
And Laura, and you're holding?
Who have you
Hannah.
got?
Aaron.
Okay. Abigail, Aaron, and Hannah, right?
Yes. Well, I thought they wanted us to chat with you first, but I guess these are the best babysitters you can have.
Yes,
Look at
they
this.
are. Yes, they are.
Now, how overwhelmed were you when you heard you were having a second set of triplets?
I think he was more overwhelmed than I was.
It didn't last long.
Yeah.
We had gone through a couple of miscarriages before this pregnancy, so we were just thrilled to see the heartbeats.
Yeah.
But if you could have seen his face, he had a huge smile, and it just went to complete terror. And then it was back to a smile again. So he.
Well, first time around, it was fertility
Right.
pill, right?
Right. We started out on Clomid, which is the mildest form of fertility medicine, just on one tablet. And that's what happened the first time. So the second time, the doctor decided that since I responded so well,
Yes, you did.
Extremely well.
they would just try me just on a half a tablet, and bingo, there
Half
they are.
tablet. You still had 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
So I just
amazing.
respond very well to that.
You do. And what has life been like with, I mean, because this really is truly a blessing, isn't it?
Oh, very much so. They're just such a joy. Our house is just constantly full of joy with them.
Well, take me back. How much weight would you gain by having 3 children at once?
With the first set, I was having problems. They were all 3 sitting on my stomach. So I was actually started losing a little bit. I gained a total of 25 pounds, but ended up in the hospital because of that.
Oh,
they were feeding me through IV.
Right.
With the second set, they must not have been anywhere near my stomach because I gained 60 pounds. And
the audience laughs. So that's awfully cruel for you to do, by the way.
Do you know what, though? I had a cousin who had 1 child and gained 80 pounds.
Yeah, well, see, I still had 2 months to go. They were 2 months early, so if I would have gone full term, I'm sure I would have packed down a lot more.
Right.
And so how soon into it did you know that you were having triplets?
Gosh, what?
I think it was only about 7 weeks or so.
Yeah.
When a woman is on fertility drugs, they will watch very closely with ultrasound the progression.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think it was 6 or 7 weeks that we saw 1 heartbeat and 2 other yolk sacs, as they call them. And then
Prospective baby. Yeah, they didn't know what was going on there.
2 weeks later, on St. Patrick's Day of all days, we saw all 3 hearts beating at that time.
It just dawned on me that you have 6 girls in the family.
Aaron. There's Aaron.
One boy.
Oh, well then, forgive me, because at this point it's really not, I apologize. Now it's not going to mean as much to you. If I said that later on in your life, buddy, you're a lovely young man. There you go. Aaron could be either way, E-R-I-N. Yeah.
Now, it's interesting. You 3 don't look alike, the girls.
No, they are not identical. Actually, they were identical would mean 1 egg split 3 ways. They were each separate eggs. The second set was also 3 separate eggs.
And there is a method to how they're actually being positioned here. Your older daughters take care of the young ones, right?
Yes.
Are they assigned?
The girls assigned themselves. They decided that all by themselves, that the oldest first triplet would get the oldest second triplet.
Oh,
so
really?
that's what we have. We have, this is the oldest set, second, and the youngest.
Jill, do you like taking care of your sister?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's the toughest part about it?
Diapers.
They what?
Diapers.
Diapers.
There you are. You're doing the diaper duty right there on TV. You saw that?
Now, some of the information we got is that, like a feeding perhaps, or a diaper change, you change them whether they need it or not. You feed them whenever they need it. If one gets up, do you not?
They all 3 get up together. Otherwise, it seems like your whole day is just, you don't know who's going to get up and when they're going to get up, and you just do nothing but feed the first, second, third, then it starts all over again. Yeah, so if the first one wakes up, then by golly, they're all up. They all get fed, they get changed, they get baths together, they go to bed together.
And you keep a logbook.
Yes, we do.
Which is amazing. Look at that.
There is a book because I guess it gets confusing, right?
It gets very confusing.
There is. It's logged bottles, food, sleep, and then I guess that's
poop.
There you go. And little footnotes here. Humongous poop. You actually have written here. It says humongous poop, and then it says, look at this. This was at 11 a.m. hurled a lot. It says hurled.
It helps to maintain a sense of humor.
Of course. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk to your neighbors.
Yes.
In your town of Naperville, there are 13 more sets of triplets.
Yes.
They're all in a 5-mile radius, if you can believe that or not.
Yeah.
We're going to go via satellite and find out, again, what's in the water, what's going on in that town. All the triplets coming up right after this.
guess you got a seat to believe. 15 sets of triplets in a single town. We're going to take you there. Watch tomorrow's show and your dollar will buy you more than it ever has before.
Oh, man.
Michael, you look so wonderful in that role.
I'm bonding here. I want one.
The only boy of the group, Aaron.
Yeah, we're talking about cars and women, you know how it is. We're back with the Julian family, which includes 2 sets of triplets, one who has a mighty big grip on my finger here. We mentioned before the break that Naperville, Illinois has the honor of being home to 15 sets of triplets.
That's your hometown.
Yes. Right. Yes.
Right. Yes. And I think we're heading over there now.
Nina Griscom at Gymboree in Naperville, Illinois. Nina, can you hear us?
Hi, Mike and Maty. How you doing? Oh, it's broken loose here, as you can see.
Man.
I'm in Naperville, and if I weren't here in person to see this, I would never believe it.
Oh.
We're here at Gymboree in Naperville, Illinois, and there are 13 sets of parents who've been blessed with triplets. And they've all been here for a while, so, you know, they're having a good time. It's getting a little crazy. The kids range in ages from 6 months to 2 years, and the really unbelievable thing is they all live within a 5-mile radius. And here I have little Ashley Appleyard with me, and her mother, Laura. Now, Laura, I have one little daughter that's 2.5 years old, and I know how it is when she starts to fuss. What do you do when you have 3 children fussing at once?
Well, kind of like now, you take a deep breath, you grab whoever's the loudest, you do what you need to do. Whether you put them in a swing, you check the diapers, you put them in the walkers, you do whatever.
So you wing it?
We wing it. Whatever works, we do.
Now, I noticed that you have all of your children dressed in adorable outfits that are all the same. Why do you do that?
Well, having triplets, that's part of the fun of it. You do get to dress them alike. And shopping, it's a lot easier that way also.
What about everybody here? I see all your kids are dressed very similarly. Is this a good idea? Yeah! All right. Well, we're going to go, Mike and Maty, and talk to Steve, who's a dad of triplets. Steve, what's the best thing about being the dad of a little guy like this that has 2 others? What is it?
It's a lot of fun, and sometimes it's as much fun dressing with as it is for them. And then we have a lot of fun with them, and sure is time.
You do some diapering yourself?
Yes, I do, but my wife does about 99% of it.
She's a lucky guy, I tell you. All right, well, we're going to go over here now, and as you may see, Mike and Maty, you may wonder how these kids get around, okay? This is not easy. And Carrie's going to tell us how much this costs to build or to order a contraption like this to take your triplets around in. Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
You have beautiful, beautiful children.
Thank you.
All girls, right? Or do you have one boy in there?
3 girls and the little boys in the front.
The boy in front. So tell me a little bit about this.
Well, it's kind of expensive. It's $500, but it's an essential element for me, having 4 kids, in order to, you know, take them out for walks and go shopping and things like that.
How is the shopping with them all?
It's interesting. You get a lot of comments, you get a lot of looks, but, you know, people are just interested.
Hey, Nina? I would think. Well, you're stars. All right. Well, this is a great little vehicle you got for them, and we're going to pop over here, Mike and Maty. I know you're going to want to meet Ann.
What's the biggest sacrifice they gave up?
What's the big sacrifice that you gave up to have these gorgeous children?
Actually, I didn't make many sacrifices at all. If anything,
Who wants to play? You want to play? Are you a little TV person already? Hi there.
Really, we haven't had to make many sacrifices at all. I mean, sure, a few things have changed financially as far as our social life or lack thereof, but they've added so much to our life that, that we don't mind the sacrifices.
And what about feeding 3 kids at once? How do you go about doing that?
Well, right now, luckily, they're in high chairs and they're on table food, so we line them up. How about I give you this to entertain you? We line them up right now, 3 high chairs in a row, and we feed them 1, 2, 3.
Right?
And all right, luckily, they're wonderful eaters.
I bet that Mike and Maty and everybody in our audience wants to know a few tips, because obviously nobody comes prepared to have triplets. You don't know all the answers, so you know them now. What can you tell us at home if you've got triplets?
I have to say the first thing is be very organized. It's the key to success with multiples. And also, I think you have to develop a much greater sense of patience.
All right, well, these are good ideas. These are wonderful children. They've all been very well behaved. And Mike and Maty, I bet this has been an interesting day for you, too.
Well, you have one child, right, Nina?
Yes, I have a daughter, Lily, who's 2.5.
Get out of that town right now, unless you want more.
I'm on my way. In fact, as you can see, bottled water for me.
Yeah, stay away from the water. Thanks, Nina.
All right, bye-bye.
I've got to ask you, what is a 5-mile radius? We were joking before about what is it in the water, but why do you think that is?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do, it's a common problem across the U.S., but...
Infertility.
Yes.
Infertility is, but I think Naperville is the town, middle-income class, where if triplets is going to occur, you have more of a propensity to go ahead with the treatments.
We have many doctors in the area, too, that specialize
doctors
in
are there.
infertility.
We were actually told, too, that you obviously haven't had much time to get away, so we thought for the entire family what we'd love to do is give you all passes to Disneyland. Yes!
Tomorrow you get to spend the whole day at Disney. And when you get there, there's a surprise for you.
Yeah, you get to meet Mickey Mouse. He's going to be there to greet you personally. Thanks so much, and God bless you all.
And thanks to everybody in Naperville.
Wanda and John Julian, be right back.
A grateful boss helps Jose Bear and his makeover team ambush her 2 assistants. And the real reason Charles Dutton's series Rock was canceled.